Welcome back to eCov. My name is Laura Mbatha and I'm here with Gilda Naibe. And as you can see, my position has changed because a man who loves you will protect you.
Exactly.
Will sleep next to the door, close to danger.
Exactly.
Labda unakandi utoroke
See?
Two sides of the coin.
It could be anything. Yeah. But on today's show, we have two of the cast members from the Kiza movie. You are very familiar with their work, internationally known and recognized, but appreciated and homegrown. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, so my name is Robert Agengo, and I am an actor. I've been an actor in Kenya since 2004. I do both stage and film and TV.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Mr. Thirst Trap. And what we're debating was the intention is not to set the trap, but people are thirsty.
Yeah.
And you know the Oasis has showed up, so they drink. But yes.
The ladies have said it. Okay. My name is Manasseh Nyagah. I'm really excited to be here. I'm an actor, TV presenter, content creator. And that was a really nice introduction. Thank you.
You should write it down on your bio.
Oh, yeah.
For clients.
Bio updated.
Let's get into Kiza. Two of you working together, veteran, not necessarily coming in, but a lot more younger, or a lot more fresher in the industry. How is it working together? Because you're both very talented.
Yeah, well, the chemistry is there, so and he's a good friend also. Yeah. It starts from there.
Yeah. We've just seen the trailer, so how do your characters interact?
Well, we are friends from campus. We went to campus together. But that's about it. I won't tell you a lot because...
We can't go into detail. The people have to.
24 people have to come.
The people have to come and check it out for themselves.
Absolutely. Those who are only 124, this is this Friday. It's going to be at the Anger Cinema at Diamond Plaza. We're doing the first premiere. It's going to be wonderful. Our Mombasa people will come.
Yes.
I love it. You're doing a city.
Absolutely. We're going to Mombasa on the 2nd.
We also shot in that location. So
it's
fair to have a premiere there.
Absolutely.
That's what I was asking. I was telling Laura about. What I really liked is that you guys didn't just stay in one location. Like you made sure that you involved also Mombasa. Was there anywhere else that you guys went? Or was
Kajiado.
Kajiado.
Yeah, in Nairobi and Madare and at the UN.
Wow, fantastic. Fantastic.
So me, who nimekosa mila, Kiza ni nini?
Kiza. Well, Kiza, mi vile naielewa, darkness.
I knew it, but I wasn't brave enough to say it because I couldn't risk being wrong. I couldn't. The internet would eat me.
Kiza, I knew I was not even going to talk about it because it's a different one. But I didn't want to go into it in detail.
But there's another meaning.
Yeah, what does it mean?
A girl's name, meaning of the Lord.
That's beautiful.
Interesting. All right. So this movie, based on what I understand, is something that we usually hear day to day. We probably don't have to deal with it as intensely as this is. But I can imagine, you know, probably like people in Masai land have to deal with it. So they have bigger land. There's more projects that happen there. So I can just imagine. But a brief, it's so crazy because in every small little way, you've probably seen or heard stories about land being taken away by cartels. Cartels, you know.
Everybody always asks.
But I always wondered how can land be grabbed? Because it's not something that you take and you put.
You take it, it's there.
Alafu utakujaje useme hii yako na watu wakubali tu.
It just happens like that, and it's something that is real and it's literally happening.
And it happens to everyday people, which is what I like about Kiza. They show you, because these are everyday people. People don't care, but this is actually what they have to go through. What was the feeling when you were doing the movie for you?
Yeah, well, there were a lot of issues we were addressing, so it was kind of a roller coaster because it's not only about land and corruption. There was issues about love, about just navigating life and you finding solutions for, you know, your everyday life. Yeah, so there was a lot of things. But in general, the feeling was, you know, we are creating something for people to see what is happening, and so that people do not ignore anymore what is happening. Well, that's what I can say.
And for you, Manasseh, because I believe, like, I listen to interviews with actors, how you get into character,
Yes.
you personify, you know,
Yeah.
a script, you become it,
Yeah.
then you transition back to who you are.
Yeah.
Does it have an effect on you as an actor? Does it change your brain wiring?
I mean, definitely. I just feel like, the more you do it, the more you grow. And then, for example, what happened with this particular film is, we got the script on time, and then we had like a table read where we all read the script together, so we get to understand the story, all of us. And then now we go into filming, and then, the way to get into the character is to really answer some questions about the character, or ask some questions about the character. It's like, what does the character want? Like, what is their intention? Why are they where they are at the particular time with the person they are with? What is happening in that time? And then you get to understand, and then now that way you're able to immerse yourself into it.
And what was your favorite thing about your character, do you think?
My favorite thing about my character was favorite thing about my character. Okay, my highlight for my character is that I had to act drunk.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. So I had to act drunk, and I was so drunk. I was really going through a lot. I was drinking a lot. So at this point where I was so drunk that I was just throwing up everywhere. It's just, having, getting into that was just wonderful for me. It's like, it took me somewhere.
Okay.
You guys can't wait. Can't wait.
I actually can't wait to watch this movie. Now you're making me
I'm excited. And as a journalist who lacks integrity, Manasseh usikii joto? Like I'm saying.
Akitoa atafikia baridi,
You know,
ona kuna kitu.
You don't know to pretend
Nairobi,
too much
it's raining in Nairobi.
Lakini uko smart bro.
unakaa fiti.
It's raining in Nairobi.
And like I was telling them, you're a content creator as well, and I followed you
Skincare guru
on TikTok as well. You're a man who takes care of himself.
Absolutely.
And I want to know what is the percentage of women that follow you? As opposed to men?
As of now is 68% women. Yes.
And how are your DMs looking?
They're looking good.
They're looking
good. They're looking very
Once
healthy.
you stay looking, men are visual beings. I can only imagine the content.
They're looking
But
good.
let's get back into the movie industry, right? You've been there since 2004. And, there was a time the people were not really consuming Kenyan movies.
Content,
But you've managed to do international films and come back and maybe, put some love into the industry. When they're giving you a script, I'm sure you get to choose. Yes, this one, no. But what is it you feel like you owe to the African audience, really? That you can, maybe we don't see, but you're working towards. You see, a messenger is never loved where he comes from. It's never appreciated where they come from.
Well, first I'd like to say that I'm an actor because this is my journey. So I'm on my journey, and until the end is probably when I die. That will be the end. So I'll be on my journey until I die. So I don't think, what I'll say is that I have not done my best yet.
Wow.
And I'll know when I do that. So
Are you looking to go international?
Still harnessing the wind.
You
don't stop. Calm down.
I am an actor. I believe that's what I was born to do. So that's what I'll do until I just keep on going. I don't look at the projects as milestones or as destinations. That now I'm here, now I'll get... No. It's just I'm acting. So whether it's here or on TV or on stage or in the church, I'll be acting. I just want to be acting,
Guys, let me tell you, one of the things that, really intentionally, when I met Robert and I intentionally started, building our friendship was Robert is one of the most passionate people I know. And passion is amazing. It's so attractive. You meet someone, it just...
Oozes.
It's like, this is where I need to be.
Same as you, bro.
Thank you.
I love the bromance.
I like it.
Big
You
me
guys,
up, Kidogo.
I know. You're not the best.
I feel the same way about you, bro. When I met you, girl,
girl. We've been doing this for a couple of months and we're
in it.
I got you.
But, you know, it's amazing to see, especially guys come out. Because, you know, when you think movies, like, just women doing their thing, but for men to act something and so passionately.
Yeah.
There was a time you acted, was it a gangster or something?
Yeah, like
And let me tell you, I've never hated a person as much as I did then. And I was like, Manasseh, no. Imagine, no.
You are not happy at all.
So how do you separate those personalities? Because the people outside, it's like me, every time I'm outside, people expect me to be happy and chipper, and I'm actually very
introverted.
I'm very silent and very awkward. And I'm so scared when you approach me, utaniibia, why are you here? But people don't necessarily talk to me. How do you separate, you know, the public image and Manasseh? Do you ever get to, or do you go with the flow?
Always do. Personally, my circle of friends is of people who are not industry players. They work in different industries. You know, maybe one of my closest friends is the only one in the industry, but also is not that deep in the industry. Yeah. So that helps me get out of it. Whenever I go back to my circle, whenever I go back to my family, oh, by the way, my sister is watching. Shout out Nancy. Yeah. So yeah, whenever that happens, I get to disconnect.
You know, strangers as well. Chef, what can't believe you did
Kuna
that.
siku moja, unajua mimi napenda kuishi mbali na yani ndio kuje kwangu, lazima ikuwe intentional, like, because it's not easy to access. So kuna siku moja tu jamaa nilisikia msana knock, nikafungua mlango analiza, wewe ndio sijui nani? Ati nimeambiwa ati nilikuwa nakuja unisaidie kutafuta kazi. Mpaka nashindwa
at your door.
Kwa doorstep. Bro, nilishindwa mseri nini ametoka wapi?
No way.
Kwanza naishi far. Mpaka nashindwa kama alifika hapa, mseri za do anything.
I would need kutafuta kazi.
That's a police.
Nilishindwa kwanza nilikuwa na maswali mob nikashindwa nianze kumuuliza gani kwanza. I don't know, but anyway.
So the familiarity sometimes can be a bad.
So how do you draw boundaries without being offensive or
true.
alienating your fans?
Personally, I am very scarce. Honestly, I am not out and about a lot. I like to travel, so I travel. That gives me my
freedom.
Yeah, my freedom. But when I don't travel, I'm either working out or I'm on set or I'm at home or maybe I'm hanging out at a friend's house. You know, that's basically my life. So the more I'm not out there, it limits. You know,
that's true.
Yeah.
68% of women crying. Wherever you see him online. Is it the same for you?
Yeah. Actually, I am more scarce than him because I never leave the house unless I'm on set because I don't go clubbing.
Right. Me too.
But have you noticed it's like the bigger your audience, I mean, the bigger you get as a person, the more you have to alienate yourself.
Yeah. Because I can bet and I'll tell you for sure when I was starting out at the theater, it was different. I was just up all over the place, just pushing and pushing. And
I just feel like it's a young man's thing. When you just start popping.
You want to be seen.
Yeah, you want to be seen.
But also, it's because you're building, because at the same time, you can feel the growth coming.
Yes.
Now you get to a point where, hey, it's now... now it's about the work. It's not about anything else.
I like that. You've mentioned something as guys. Men's Day was on the 19th, and it was preventing suicide. What would you say keeps you in order? Because sorry to say, men are not loved as they should be. They're loved, maybe not enough. It's always men are trash. Men are this. Men. I don't like the way men talk. I can't stand how men talk. It's a fire line. It's a very fire line. I'm using it on my next boyfriend. But in all respects, it's not. It's never a fair playing field for guys when it comes to the social setting, society as a whole. We've made it our job to stomp on men.
Maybe does that take a lot to say from you?
It's because it's
never hear a lot of ladies saying.
I know, and it's
absolutely,
because
right?
We know because when you start looking at yourself as a woman, and this may piss off a lot of women, you don't exist without a man.
You can't.
You have a father who is part of creating you, even if he was not present or if he wasn't. But you realize you don't exist as a woman without a man. And we complement each other. We're not competing against each other. And to exist beautifully, you need man and woman. So for Men's Day, it was preventing suicide. side. But for you guys, how do you keep yourselves in check, especially being public figures? Because I
Especially
know it's
mentally.
overwhelming. Yeah.
Personally, like there are a few things that I employ. You know, I like to work out. I like to work out. That really helps me. You know, really helps in with the mental space. Apart from that, also, I'm one person who's really embraced the approach of having conversations with my friends, especially my close friends. I'm just open. I'll just be like, hey, I'm going through X, Z, Y. This happened. I don't know how to deal with it. I'm having such a crazy day, and I just can't. You know, just talking about it is just, you know, it's the first step to solving it, to solving whatever issue you're dealing with. But also like I've intentionally gone to therapy. You know, these things that we need to talk about. Yeah, you know, therapy therapy helps with a lot. So it helps with knowing yourself. Really helps with knowing yourself, and self-awareness is king. Once you know yourself, like nothing, more often than not, nothing will shake you. Nothing, you can't, you know your power, basically, you know? Yeah, and, you know, when you retain your power, you can be able to, you know, control your mind and tell your mind, like, hey, I can do this. I can, you know, yes.
You find out things by yourself, you know.
True. I mean, everyone's journey is different,
I keep to myself a lot, so I'm always alone. And that gives me a lot of time to be within myself. So, I never force any issues. For example, if I want something and I can't get it, it's okay.
You let it go.
You know, it's si lazima.
Delay is not rejection.
Yes.
It's a wonderful place to be in.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you this? Because you guys self-isolate. How many times do you sit in your house and remind yourself, I'm a beat, ni me. 100 times.
No, it's true. The normal sitting in my house, I'm like, when I leave is when I'm like, by the way, I'm just joining. I'm joining the
Especially when I do self-care. I get a haircut, I do a massage, I come back home, I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like,
after doing a face mask.
This is the baddest guy there is. It's over.
I love that.
I always feel like I'm not okay, maybe it's a different thing. But I always feel like I don't want to compare that, so I feel like I'm not better than anybody. I always get uncomfortable when people try to put me on a certain level, so it seems like the expectations, so it gives me a lot of pressure. So I always want to be on the same level.
So you don't, are you the kind of person who feels uncomfortable with over compliments? Like when people compliment you, like
very uncomfortable. I even don't know how to respond.
Because
over here we give love. Over here we're spreading the energy.
Okay.
No, but you guys are doing great work.
You're doing great work, and we have to big up you, because if we don't, then we're not. This is not what we're not going to be able to push for you guys to continue to do this kind of work.
You saying we're doing great work in this industry. You know, it's a very hard industry.
It's very hard.
We don't get support from anywhere. We don't. All like this film, Kiza, is an independent film produced by from people's pockets. You understand? So it's you can't pay actors enough, you can't pay crew enough, you can't even just do a proper production budget. So this is one of the things we say that we need a lot of support from the government. You know,
we do.
Not just the government. We need support from the
even
private sector.
Exactly.
We need support from well-wishers.
Yes.
We need support from people who
showing up to premiere.
Even people who just think, I really love this industry. Can I just figure it out? Can I put something in there?
Because it's actually it's actually a money maker. If people
and there's so many ways you can support.
People invest in money. Malaysia had a whole scandal where someone stole money from the government to invest in Hollywood movies.
Oh, really?
If you people don't think there's money in this,
there is.
You're sleeping.
Nigeria's GDP is from Nollywood. India's GDP is from Bollywood.
Look at that. And we can be that too, because I hate that we are the hub of all entertainment. We have all the biggest concerts, all the biggest actors coming in.
We are the technical, we are the best. You know, we are better than most of the people in maybe
100%.
Nigeria and South Africa. Yeah.
But we're looking forward to the Kiza premiere, which is on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And where are we going to find you guys? You said
Anga
Yes.
Diamond.
Diamond Plaza.
Diamond Plaza.
Yeah.
5:30 p.m.
It's a black tie.
It's a black tie event.
Yeah.
Buy your tickets now. If you want to see, if you want to know where to buy the tickets, it's on our pages.
Yes.
You can check out our pages.
Or the double pal.
Manasseh K. Nyagah.
Yes.
Robert Agengo.
Agengo.
Yes, and also the production house's handle, which is a Double Pal production.
Yeah, I
Just
think the
check that.
production was amazing.
Amazing.
These
She
guys,
mentioned that.
when I saw the quality, I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is the level of production that we need to be reaching.
love
Big up our director Gilbert Lucalia. He's a very, he's been there for a long time.
Yeah,
and many actors have gone through his hands.
Also
our
the DOP.
producers,
Also the DOP,
Anguka.
Daudi Anguka.
Daudi
I love
Anguka.
that.
Yeah.
Unataka to big up catering ama?
The producers Shiko na
Shiko and
Karo.
Rumbi.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah.
Ikav appreciates you giving us your time.
Thank you.
And as for you, continue doing the task jobs, doing the thing.
Mwanamke ni kujitetea.
No. What I'm saying is your content on
Oh yeah,
social media is
it's nice to see men
Thank
taking
you.
care of themselves.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To watch. But for everyone else at home, thank you so much for tuning into ECAB. As usual, catch us every Wednesday from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. only on KTN Home. Interact with us on social media. That is at KTN Home _ on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can talk to me directly only through a screen, not outside. At Laura Mbatha, at Mbatha Laura, the variation wise. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say, Gilda.
And I'm only Gilda on Instagram and Gilda Naibe on Twitter. Let's conversate, let's talk. Tell us about what you think about the show. And our guests, of course, I let them tell us where they can find us, their handles.
Once again.
You can find me on Instagram, Manasseh K. Nyagah. Find me on Twitter, Manasseh _K. Let's keep the conversation going. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. On all social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I'm Robert Agengo.
Umefanya bubbly challenge?
Bubbly kwa TikTok. TikTok bado sijawahi fanya kitu yote live
I'll show you.
Neka tu za kitabu.
We'll do that
I'll show you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Dei fanya challenge
See you
yote
next
kaende.
week.
Sawa.
See you next week, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Nice.